slave trade. This photograph was taken in Baton Rouge, Louisiana in April 1863 and is one of the most impactful images of the time. In it, we see a slave who escaped from a plantation showing his back full of deep scars, the result of years of whipping. The image became known as the scourged back and was widely used by abolitionists to fight slavery, even being published in Harper's Weekly, further strengthening the fight for freedom during the Civil War. Here we see Rebecca Felton, one day before taking office as the first woman senator of the United States, alongside two politicians from Georgia on November 10, 1922. In addition to being the last former slave owner advocated for white supremacy and, in public speeches, supported the use of violence to maintain racial control in the South. He also believed that slavery was an institution that benefited both whites and blacks, a common view among defenders of the system. The man in this photo was cruelly branded by his owner, who carved his initial into the man's forehead as a symbol of ownership. He wears a collar designed to prevent him from lying down or wresting property. Around him, we see and humiliated enslaved people. These objects were part of the daily reality for many slaves who were forced to work in terrible conditions and endure inhumane punishment. Was one of the many units formed after the Emancipation Proclamation, issued by Abraham Lincoln on January 1st, 1863. As the Civil War dragged on, Lincoln considered the emancipation of slaves essential to weakening the Confederate States. The proclamation freed all slaves in Confederate States and authorized freedom to serve in the Union Army.
No, because hear me saying something about 100 times and not even answering me. I'm talking to myself. No, I'm asking so we can relieve. You over there and hear me.
Supplying international markets. These workers, often from China were hired under precarious conditions, facing long hours and low pay. The use of coolie labor was common in Dutch colonies and was fundamental to the growth of the tobacco industry at the time. Omar Ibn Said, an Islamic scholar who was captured and sold as a slave in the United States. Before his capture, Omar was a respected scholar in his homeland of Senegal, where he received formal education in Islamic theology and mathematics. He was captured during a local conflict and trafficked to America, where he was enslaved for more than 50 years. In this 1880 photograph, we see sugarcane cutters in Jamaica taking a break to eat sugarcane during their work on plantations. Sugarcane was one of the island's main industries, driving both local and international economies. The workers, many of whom were descendants of African slaves, played a crucial role in the cultivation and harvest of this raw material. Even after slavery was abolished in 1838, many former slaves and their descendants continued to work on the plantations under difficult conditions. Jamaica's economy still heavily relied on sugar exports. Thomas Jefferson was the first African American to vote in an election after the passage of the 15th Amendment to the Constitution, which guaranteed the right to vote to all male citizens, regardless of race. In March 1870, Peterson made history by exercising this right in a local election in Perth Amboy, New Jersey. His vote was an important milestone in the fight for racial equality, especially during the Reconstruction period when African Americans began to participate more actively in the political process. The slave market in Atlanta, Georgia, in 1864 was one of the many human trading centers that existed in the southern United States before the end of the Civil War. In these markets, African American men, women, and children were sold as commodities, often separated from their families. When the Union occupied Atlanta during the Civil War, many of these markets were destroyed, symbolizing the decline of slavery in the United States. In this autumn 1910 photo from Pitt County, North Carolina, we see a convict gang resting after working on road construction. The prisoners were transported in the wagons resembling cages to keep them confined during transport. These mobile wagons allowed labor to move from one location to another as needed, aiding Allegheny Road construction, the interior of a slave pen in Alexandria, Virginia, around 1865. These locations served as holding centers where slaves, often separated from their families, awaited auction. Alexandria was one of the largest slave trading centers in the United States, responsible for sending around 1,000 slaves per year to the South. In this photo, we see American prisoners who were captured and forced to work as slaves during the war with Japan. These men, held in inhumane conditions, were forced to perform hard labor in prisoner camps, where they faced starvation, disease, and torture. Many of these prisoners worked on the infamous Death Railway, where approximately 12,000 prisoners lost their lives due to extreme conditions. The deck of the British ship HMS Daphne was filled with over 100 slaves.
Oh, this baby.
Yesterday, what?
Don't worry about it. No. Just no. Just don't worry about what you did. Don't worry about that. You ain't do nothing. You ain't do nothing to worry about. Just know you did something. Don't worry about it. You ain't do nothing. You did something. You know that. Just know I got on. You know I got on. No, I got talk. I got to talk to y'all. That type of man. Oh, right over there.
I don't know.
Y'all want like, what about this? You want like make brownies and get cones? Get some ice cream?
Yeah, we can.
That'd be better.
Yeah.
So we go to a place, they might have some last days ice cream. I want vanilla. Y'all might work, y'all want to.
Really, how was you was just screaming? Huh?
What cost you? Yay! You could go out man. You put on something else.
I was about to say that.
You got some pants? You got some pants? You got some sweatpants? You got some sweatpants about you? We'll put some pants on. You see?
I mean, we just gonna be there.
Nah. Put some pants on real quick.
Or let's just go back. Cause you left the keys.
Alright, I just got the keys. Come on, this is wrong. Keep going. Come on.
Alright.
Okay, I forgot you had my night clothes. I remember. When you come out, go outside, no skins, alright? Okay, little water. Little water. Little water. Hey, you hear me? You hear me? I said when you all right. Why it took long for you to respond, huh? Huh? I don't care you were putting on your last belt. I don't care you were taking your last breath. I knew you was fine. Now, I don't know what's going on, psychiatry is going on, you got a little girl. Head around here. But it's not responding is a hard thing for y'all to do. Now I'm looking at you now.
Why are you looking at me now?
I feel like
to you.
I feel like one of my old ass men that we arguing about something. Baby, I ain't old though. I'm not, baby. I'm only 29. I'm young as fuck.
You.
For real, baby. Because when I was 19, you know, people told me the same thing, and that's weird. Because like how I always been old my whole life, and I look younger than y'all. But not you, but other people. Yeah, stop it. Stop it. Now, I say I'm older. I say that good. I say it. I ain't old. Because if I old, I be looking like one of these old ass 29 years old. We look like, yeah. I be looking mature on it. What? Now, who want ice cream?
Nobody again.
Who want ice cream? Who want ice cream? Who want ice cream? Who want it? Who want the ice cream? Pepe. Nah, all the sad faces. But I better see a smile when I hop out the car. Are we getting bread and we eating that on the cone? I said, I better see smiling faces when I get out this car. Or we gonna be eating bread on the cone.
I think you're supposed to be getting brown stuff,
Huh?
right? Huh?
I think Brown too much. It was just the ice cream on the cones. Like, come on. Pepe, suck it up. I'm playing, alright? Alright. I'm playing. No, I'm not. I'm on your ass. I'm playing. Stop. Dun, 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 dun. You want me to stop getting on my meat? You want me to stop getting you and mommy ass? I'm trying to get on you and mommy tails. No.
I gotta dye my hair.
What you mean dye? It's already dyed up, baby.
Here,
What?
we touch it. Touch the roots.
Like, what you mean dye?
Dye the roots, baby.
Why? For what though?
So it can look like a pet. What are you getting?
What the hell? Ice cream cones?
Here?
Yeah.
What you mean ice cream cones for what?
Oh, what you want to get ice cream from McDonald's?
Well, I don't know what you was getting, baby. So.
I said. Everybody have back in. Everybody have back in. Cause I said we should be better for this. Now time to get serious. Now time to turn to dad mode. Come on. Get up. Give the. Why are you scratching your leg? Itchy? You need to take a you took a bath last night, huh? Oh. You got Vaseline on? Come on, you got the wallet? Huh? You got the wallet? Huh? Ladies came here with the whole bikini on, bro. And my face here, bro. Alright, what the fuck? You happy we getting ice cream? What the? No response, huh? got a little ice cream. Wow, boy.